Get ready, because this week on State Champs,
state championship action in boys and girls bowling, competitive cheer, and individual wrestling highlights are all headed your way.
Hockey playoffs are here, and we have another outstanding main event that sets the tone in Division II.
We are bringing it, so let's get started.
State Champs starts now. Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser, your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Sarah Chevrolet, the low payment people. What up, everyone? It is an incredible time of the year. Not only are we inching towards spring, the month of March may be the best sports month in all of sports. Here in high school, explosive. Welcome to State Champs, presented by Lawrence Tech. I'm Lauren Plank.
And I'm Kiera Hay. We are committed to helping shrink the referee shortage we're facing right now in the state of Michigan, and the MHSAA is helping to train the next generation of officials in a very unique way. That story is coming up.
Well, all right. We'll talk to Miss Basketball finalists with BCAM's Dan Young, and stick around, because at the end of the show, we'll show you the best play of the week. We call it the Great Clips Clip of the Week.
But let's begin with one of the highlights from one of the great traditions in high school basketball, Operation Friendship.
Callahan Hall, the locales and top teams in their respective leagues facing off. The defending Catholic champs, U of D Jesuit, up against the underdogs, the newly named Detroit PSL champs, Detroit Edison Public School Academy. Despite going 2-6 in conference play, DEPSA fresh off a convincing win over Pershing for the city crown. First quarter, the senior Gary Solomon from behind the long line. Pioneers up 11-8 early. Cub basketball still residing in an era of great success. The DEPSA defense tight. Jalen Thomas doubled. Finds Daniel Friday. Back to Thomas in the key. Dunk you very much. U of D led 38-31 at halftime. Pioneers within striking distance in the fourth. The junior Brian Taylor with the block. Senior Deontay Johnson, the outlet to Solomon in the clear. The Cub lead cut to a penny. But U of D stood their ground and D'd up. Demir Leonard driving the lane, but Jalen Thomas demonstratively demonstrating access denied. U of D Jesuit wins their third straight Operation Friendship, 68-63 the final. Congrats, Cubs. That's no easy feat. District title time now in girls hoops. Class A matchup in West Michigan, Jenison versus Hudsonville. This game played at Holland West, Ottawa. Rematch of last year's district championship. Hudsonville came out on top in that one by 11. Eagles in white, 16-7 on the year. Jada Murphy kicks to the junior Mallory Hawks. Good decision. Eagles led 11-6 after one. Jenison came into this district finale 17-6. How about the freshman Alyssa Van Tameren? No intimidation. Wildcats within a point at intermission, 21-20. To the third, Jenison staying in it. In transition, Emily Kellogg coast to coast with some strawberries on her cornflakes. Wildcats with momentum into the third. But Hudsonville would pull away late. Aaron King patient with the rock. Defense forgets to switch on Skylar Skolton. That is a bunny. Hudsonville raising the hardware again as they beat Jenison for the second straight year, 53-38 the final score. They'll face East Grand Rapids on Tuesday in the regional semis. We go downriver for a Division II hockey opener as the 14-time state champ, the Trenton Trojans, bringing in the Saline Hornets. Trenton in white won the difficult MIHL South Division this season. We have them ranked 16th in the state overall. First period, 5-on-3 power play. Pair of juniors delivering. Nick Moody to Devin Dunn, who scores. 1-0 Trojans. Didn't take long for Trenton to strike again. Sean Stanley shot denied, but the senior Patrick Basner is there to bang home the rebound. The Trenton train rolling now. The junior Nolan Shesapanik risks home his 14th on the season. 4 minutes later, 4-on-4 action, Greg O'Bricky to a wide-open Brandon Clark, who buries it. The Trojan pit all kind of fired up. Trenton advances by shutting out Saline 4-0.
Today we're going to introduce you to the MHSAA's Coaches Advancement Program. 30 years ago, the MHSAA began its first coaches education program to address the large influx of non-faculty coaches directing educational athletic teams. Today, the Coaches Advancement Program, or CAP, has grown into one of the nation's top and first face-to-face educational program geared to assist coaches in their growth and development. CAP gives coaches everything except the X's and O's of their sport, dealing with the practical and philosophical issues of coaching high school sports. Over 3,000 individuals annually attend CAP training sessions, most receiving beginning and intermediate certifications studying numerous topics. But a growing number stay in the program to earn advanced certification and study not just the basics, but current issues affecting educational athletics. If you want to learn more about the Coaches Advancement Program, visit the MHSAA website.
Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Tech Athletics. Men's hockey has experienced incredible growth over the past decade. Before LTU began their reintroduction into competitive athletics 8 years ago, hockey was one of the very few sports that competed as a club sport. But since head coach Ken Gaffney took over the program in 2009, Blue Devil hockey is now legit as a sanctioned NAIA sport.
This season, it's always amazing that we're toward the very end of it. Our playoff run starts this coming weekend. We have the first ever WAC hockey championship. We're excited to get the playoffs started. We're healthy and we're confident.
The university believes in Gaffney and LTU hockey so much that they've agreed to grow the program even further.
The future for LTU hockey is bright. We continue to follow our plan. We're into our third year with a second men's varsity team. We'll be adding another team in the near future. It's become a hockey destination for talented hockey players.
More teams means you may have an excellent chance at cracking the Blue Devil roster if you think you've got enough game. Why not recruit yourself on the hockey page at LTUathletics.com? And good luck to the Blue Devils at Nationals.
The deadline to vote in the National Coney Island Hockey Player of the Year race is this Wednesday, March 7th at 12 p.m. What that means is the voting champion is guaranteed into the Final Four. The other 3 candidates will be chosen by the State Champs Hockey Committee. The Final Four will be announced next week, March 11th, right here on State Champs. So who will be the 2018 State Champs Hockey Player of the Year? We're getting closer to choosing a champion, and it's wide open, so vote for your favorite right now.
I want to be a dermatologist, and though a lot of universities tried to recruit me for basketball, Lawrence Tech had the science curriculum that I wanted. LTU's Southfield campus is a great place to learn, and the classes are small enough that I don't have to wait for office hours to talk to my professors. They're usually right by my side, challenging me and guiding me toward a successful future. Lawrence Tech, possible is everything.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's. Dough Raiser. Your team or school can sell paper pizza certificates that can be redeemed for 1 medium pizza at participating locations.
This fundraiser has been awesome for our squad. We've made a lot of money, very easy to do, it's very quick to do, and it's very effective.
Go to doughraiser.com to learn more and sign up. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
Hi, I'm Zoe, and today I'm here to change your outlook on becoming a referee. Sometimes being a referee can be hard work, but I'm here to tell you that the positives far outweigh the negatives. Just think of the impact you could have on the younger generation, the laughs you could share, and the lives you could change. There's an unofficiated game that needs you.
Welcome back to State Champs. If you didn't already know, the state of Michigan needs more officials. So I go in focus on different ways the MHSAA is dealing with this issue. Michigan is in desperate need of officials. There are 2,400 less officials today than what there were 10 years ago. And with high school sports participation increasing, things aren't looking good.
Most of us guys that normally like to work every night have to work every night because there's just so many games to cover and there's such a severe shortage of officials.
In the Ottawa-Kent Conference, they need 220 hockey officials weekly, but only have a pool of 159 registered officials to pull from. Similar predicaments are happening across all sports. So the question is, why?
Average age of officials in Michigan right now is 53. So, I mean, officials aren't getting any younger. Guys are retiring, guys are giving it up, you know.
We don't have a lot of youth coming into officiating right now, and one of those reasons is sportsmanship and lack of training.
Younger officials, when they get into the game, first time they get hollered at by coaches or fans, or they get screamed at, they don't want to deal with it, you know.
But there's hope on the horizon.
We have what's called the Legacy Program through the MHSAA. So if you are a junior or a senior, you can work any game from the junior varsity level on down.
Eric teaches an officiating class at Eden Rapids High School, and students who pass get into the Legacy Program.
My homework ratio is fantastic because everybody's getting paid to do their homework now. And you know, they're learning things they can do as a part-time job when they go to college, or that they can continue to do as they get into their career.
Garrett became a Legacy official in August, and now he plans on officiating through college as a part-time job.
I think other students should referee because if you like sports, you know, if you want to be a coach someday, or you can help teach little kids.
Well, if you're going to flip burgers, you know, you might make $30 after taxes, where you can go out and work a middle school basketball game in 3 hours and come home with $70. So, you know, it's simple economics right there.
To find out how to become a Legacy official, visit the MHSAA website.
I'm Gabe O'Neill, and let's go over to the Division I Bowling State Finals. Starting with the ladies, we had Dakota facing off against Oxford. Oxford back in the finals after coming in last year's runner-up, and it's Megan Armbruster getting things started with this perfect ball for the strike. Dakota back in the finals for the first time since 2015, and keeping this one close as Carly Scanlon gets the final pin to fall. But it would be the Wildcats on this day. Here, Deanna Stazer lays down one of her 6 strikes of the night, as Oxford goes on to win their first ever Division I state finals. Over to the boys now. Waterford Kettering captains against Davison. Both teams looking for their first state title. Kettering starting off strong here as Jake Helzer gets all 10 to fall earlier in the game. Davison looking to take charge now. Miles Lupke's throw goes Brooklyn and is good for the strike. It was a nail-biter till the end, but the captains would be too much here as Mark Mead helped seal the victory with a strike. Waterford Kettering would come out on top, earning their first ever state title in school history.
I'm Kevin Trzynski, and we go to Division II at the Super Bowl in Canton. First, with the girls, it was Flint Kearsley taking on Tecumseh. This is Kaylee Pincer from Tecumseh. Looking great here with the strike. She had the top score for her team with a 165. From Kearsley, Barbara Hawes getting the top honors with this strike, scoring a 186, leading her team to win the state championship. We got a dynasty on our hands with Flint Kearsley winning their 5th straight state championship.
5 straight state titles is unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. You guys have been amazing. You've been an amazing team all season long, and I'm proud of every single one of you.
1, 2, 3, now to the boys. Battle Creek Penfield's pumped up to take on Coldwater. This is Logan Hunneman from Coldwater. Smooth as butter, knocking down all 10 pins. He got the top score of the night with a 207. But this night would belong to Joe Larson and the Penfield Panthers. The X marks the spot. Penfield won by 7 pins and is the first school to win back-to-back bowling state championships in different divisions. Nice job, Panthers.
Let's head up north for the skiing state finals that took place on Monday. In Division I at Boyne Mountain, with the girls, Ainsley Kirk of Marquette wins the slalom, helping the Radettes win its 3rd straight state title. In the boys, Aaron Greslak from Marquette also took first place honors in the slalom. They went on to win its 6th straight crown. Move now to Division II. At the Shush Mountain in Bel Air, Allison Fenton of Holton finished 5th in the GS, guiding the Gremlins to its 8th consecutive state championship. And to the fellas, Ethan Seward of Petoskey was runner-up in the slalom as they also claim its 8th state title in a row. We go to the mat for more state championship action in wrestling and cheerleading as State Champs returns.
So many opportunities to kids. It gives them an opportunity to see where they fit within a team, persevere, understanding how to work with different personalities. Those are the lessons that will make you a successful adult. As a mom, you have to have an understanding of what concussions are.
Concussions are things that are treatable. If we take care of athletes, they will be able to develop and have a long, happy, healthy life.
Not again.
What's the matter?
One of those YouTube ads that keep popping up right in the middle of my show.
What's up? Another YouTube ad.
Oh yeah? What are they trying to sell us this time?
Right now at Sarah Chevrolet of Southfield, lease a 2018 Equinox LS for $124 a month, or a Silverado Double Cab 4x4 just $159.
Actually, those deals look pretty good.
Yeah, click on that.
Okay, but right after this is back to cat videos. I heard there's one that water skis.
It's my student aid. Okay, let's go. Time to go to college. How can I get started? Wanna gain more knowledge, but I can't pay out of pocket. Call my student aid today and we can get you on the way. If you really want it, all you gotta do is make a way. Looking for a scholarship, you trying to land some grants? Visit my student aid and we can help with that. My student aid has the knowledge and tools to make college accessible, affordable for you.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Fast Break presented by BCAM. What's that, you ask? It's the Basketball Coaches Association of Michigan, representing that fine organization. Dan Young, welcome.
Thank you.
Good to have you back. Of course, big news at the end of last week. The Miss Basketball finalists were announced. Let's talk about the individuals who made the final ballot. And first, we want to talk about from Ypsilanti Arbor Prep, Laisha Petrie.
Very much a scorer, good length, good passer, defender, really does it all.
You know, out at Wayne Memorial, Camry Kleck had a phenomenal KLAA championship performance. That's another one that is definitely going to be one of the favorites.
Scoring point guard going to Clemson, can get to the basket, good passer, willing passer for a really good, real athletic team.
Another great leader out at Detroit Country Day, Kayla Webb at the point.
Kayla Webb, they're going for their third straight state title. She's a 1,000-point scorer, 46 from the three.
And then finally, the talented wing out at East Lansing, Jada Hampton.
Improved perimeter score at 5'11", shoots 76 from the free throw line, 46 from the three, is just an outstanding player for one of the top teams.
So when are we going to find out who is the next Miss Basketball?
March 9th at the Detroit Free Press Building.
Fantastic. All right, check out the State Champs Hang Time podcast. We're going to talk a little bit more about the Miss Basketball finalists. You can watch it on our website, statechampsnetwork.com, on our YouTube page, of course, on SoundCloud, and all the other streaming apps.
I'm Gabe O'Neill as we continue our state finals coverage with the individual wrestling championships being hosted for the first time ever at Ford Field. We begin in the 103-pound weight class where Ben Moddert of Bronson High School holds off Clinton's A.J. Baxter long enough to walk away with the Division IV crown. Up to the 112-pound weight class, we had a familiar pair with Gaylord's Chase LaJoie and Tecumseh's Vince Perez, a rematch of last year's semis. But it would be LaJoie taking control of this one and winning his second Division II title. Staying in Division II, 119 class now, where Austin Franco of Niles, who lost in the finals the last 2 years wrestling for Lakeshore, took control early in this one and it paid off. The third time really is the charm. Over to Division I. It was Westland John Glenn's Mike Mars getting things done in the 125 class over Harlan's Kyle Cantola to win his third state title in just 4 years. Back to Division II was Branson Proudluck of Gibraltar Carlson dominating Matt Thompson of Lanphier in the 130-pound class for the senior's second straight state title. In the Division I 135-pound matchup was Catholic Central's Derek Gilcher and Sergio Borg of Oxford. This was a grueling match, neither one giving up much, but it would be Gilcher finishing it off for the win. Lastly, in Division IV, Austin Wolford of New Lothrop was throwing some impressive moves all match that would give him enough points to win the match and take home the state title. We stay on the mat as we go to the Deltaplex in Grand Rapids for the competitive cheerleading state finals. We start in Division I. Sterling Heights Stevenson was runner-up to Rochester just a year ago. Came out strong in the compulsory round, and then the Titans would finish it off with the top score in the stunt round. As Stevenson would go on to win its first ever cheerleading state title. Moving now to Division II. Gibraltar Carlson, who had a 6-year streak of winning the state championship, snapped by Allen Park last year. Came out on top this day, the Marauders had the top score in each round, including right here in the stunt. As Carlson goes on to win its 7th state title in the last 8 years. We move ahead to Division IV. The Hudson Tigers have been the runner-up in the state finals 5 times, including a year ago. But they would prevail on this afternoon, getting the top scores in round 1 and started to pull away in the stunt round, as Hudson would go on to win its first ever MHSAA cheerleading state championship. And finally, to the nightcap in Division III. Pontiac Notre Dame Prep was going for its 5th straight cheer state title. The Irish had the top scores in each round, and they would go on to win the Division III state championship for the 5th year in a row.
Don't forget to check out our boys hockey podcast called Power Play. John Kidd and Sean Belizean were out on location this week as they took in the start of hockey playoffs. You can watch and listen now at statechampsnetwork.com or the State Champs TV YouTube page or on Facebook and Twitter. A special quarterfinal preview will be out this Tuesday at 3 p.m., so check it out.
SnapCamp is Metro Detroit's original Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer, and we're still making the best deals every day.
During the spring sales event, you can lease a Ram Crew Cab 4x4 as low as $89 a month, or a Jeep Grand Cherokee, now just $249.
Sales service and a superior buying experience. That's SnapCamp on Telegraph Road in Redford.
SnapCamp, Metro Detroit's original. SnapCamp.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's. Dough Raiser. Your team or school can sell paper pizza certificates that can be redeemed for 1 medium pizza at participating locations.
We've been doing this fundraiser for about 4 years, and it's the easiest and best and most profitable fundraiser they have in Michigan.
Go to doughraiser.com to learn more and sign up. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
I want a career in robotics and automation, so I chose Lawrence Tech for its first in Michigan robotics engineering program. LTU's brand new STEM complex has a robotics lab where we can design, build, and program robots in a creative atmosphere. And the best thing is, I haven't graduated yet, but I already have a job in my field. I know I made the right choice for my career. Lawrence Tech, possible is everything.
Welcome back to State Champs. Hey, if there was ever a case to be made for seeding in the hockey playoffs, the fact that Livonia Stevenson and Plymouth had to compete in the pre-regionals, well, that makes a strong case. But this was the draw, and we made sure that we were there to cover what was sure to be a knockdown, drag-out, great game with lots of storylines. That's what we got, and it's this week's main event. It was only the second night of the state playoffs, but this felt like a matchup on the biggest stage. Eddie Edgar Arena, the site, a Division II pre-regional, the main event. Our final rankings of the season had Plymouth 8th in the state, Livonia Stevenson 2nd overall. Both teams boasting Hockey Player of the Year candidates. Will Tragey, the brilliant backstop for Stevenson, and Jack Chumley, the superlative sniper for Plymouth. Chumley and his Wildcats set the pace in the first. Frantic. Wildcats outshot the Spartans 11-3. Chumley the shot at close range but turned aside by Tragey, and we were scoreless after one. 20-win Stevenson capitalized in the second. Spartans have a senior defenseman who also loves putting the puck in the back of the net. Jake Bonet looking like Miguel Cabrera getting bad on ball. 18th of the season, Livonia Stevenson led 1-0 after 2. To the third now, Spartans widen the gap. Bonet, the aggressive shot from the point, deflected in by Jack Williamson, 2-goal advantage. But the Wildcats roared back. Just a few minutes later, Plymouth on the power play, Chumley coming through with this one-time terror, 23rd of the year. But Stevenson answered moments later, and this is nice. The junior Austin Adamic spots an opening, see the puck, be the puck. Livonia Stevenson hangs on to beat Plymouth 3-2. The Spartans moving on. Time now for the Great Clips Clip of the Week. Let's go back to the Class A Girls Basketball District Championship. Jennison's Emily Kellogg getting jiggy with it. The Clip of the Week is presented by Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Well, that's all we got this week, but next week will be another state finals filled edition of State Champs, girls gymnastics, boys and girls hockey, and boys swimming all set for next weekend. And you know, the only TV coverage you'll find is right here.
That's right, and I have just one question. Are you following State Champs Net on social media? We are posting so much content, and you will never be shut out of everything happening in high school sports. So like, follow, subscribe on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
RoboZone is back beginning next Sunday and airing right after State Champs at 9:30 a.m. If you've never seen it, it's all about the high school robotics season. It's like BattleBots meets Sports Center, although we don't blow up the robots. That's too expensive. The first in Michigan season is here, so check it out.
We'll see you next week right here on State Champs.
State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser, your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Sarah Chevrolet, the low payment people.